we are live. Hello. Is anybody here?
No.
Hello to the Void.
The Void's here.
The Void
cares about us.
The Void is always here for us.
It is.
Oh, 7 people. Wow, that popped up fast. All right, awesome. Hello, everyone. Yay! And if you're not watching this live and you're watching this later, hello to those folks as well. I hope you're coming back to watch this.
Hello to Steph.
Speaking to you directly.
Hello to Steph who didn't make it. Yeah. Steph today.
Sad.
Wait till some comments start rolling in.
Oh, thanks, YouTube. I know we went live.
I didn't get the notification. Hello, Ez. Oh, now there's. I got it. Oh, I got it 3 times. Okay.
It hurt you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Yes, I am predictable.
Yeah.
At least this month, I'm predictable. This is the one. This was the one.
This was your freebie, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
I was joking before we went live that I just kind of look like a lesbian.
The haircut?
Like the haircut and the vest. Just a lesbian.
Just trying to find like a Kelsier wig was like a time. We were searching for like days.
I have to say, you do kind of look like my mom's old friend from back when I was a kid, who was definitely a lesbian.
Exactly.
Hello.
Imagine if that was a thing that happened at conventions. People run up to you and they're like, "Oh, I love your lesbian cosplay."
I would accept that.
That's honestly hilarious.
That is.
I would accept being a lesbian.
Yes.
That sounds nice.
That sounds lovely.
Sounds nice. Well, welcome everybody to the Mistborn live show.
Yay!
I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there now. This is only for the Mistborn book 1. So if I see anybody in the comments talking about anything from book 2 or 3 or the wider Cosmere, you will be kicked in the face.
You'll be put in timeout.
No spoilers for the rest of the series. We are only talking about the Final Empire. Okay, but this is full spoilers for the Final Empire. So if you have not finished book 1, get out of here. Get out.
If you haven't finished book 1. Or if you're just weird like me and you really like spoilers, you can stay.
Crazy person.
Yeah, I also really like spoilers.
It's illegal. Me and Max are on the same side here.
I love
it. Me and Kelsey is canon.
Yeah, exactly.
It is.
All right. We'll give it another minute for some more people to roll in, and then we'll go through and do our introductions like we always do, and then we'll dive right on in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nobody is left.
It's ominous.
I'm confused by what this means. Nobody is left? What does that mean?
I think we're all left.
I'm scared.
That's something a serial killer would say.
I'm going to assume that Rich isn't a serial killer. Just going to put it out there.
I mean, they are rich.
But
so
if you are, we won't rat you out. Don't worry.
Yeah. As long as you do it for us, you're good.
We got your back.
I don't know if I can make that commitment.
Don't say that, Katrina. They're going to get you first.
You go first.
Oh, no. I definitely think there's some green hair slipping out of this. It's okay.
It's okay.
Don't worry about it.
I can't tell on a webcam.
That's fine.
No, I can't tell either.
I can tell, and it bothered me. Okay. All right. So, I guess we will do... Hello, Jesse. Casey, I'm clicking.
I'm sorry.
Casey, you have one job, and this isn't it.
It's so hard not to click.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That makes more sense.
That makes more sense. We're not all gonna die.
Not yet.
I'm going to give you ideas for your review. Sounds great.
We are a well of ideas.
A well of ideas. Okay, so we'll do introductions. I'll start. I am Bree. I am one half of the channel Books Before Death, which is where you all are now. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so you don't miss any of these live shows in the future. Casey, take it away.
I am Casey. I am also Kelsier. I am the other half of this channel. which Brie already gave you the spiel on, you should subscribe to all of these other people here. And also, my child has arrived.
Hello.
Jessie.
Hi, I'm Jessie. I am the bookish mom, and I do mostly sci-fi and fantasy on my channel. I also have 2 little heathens that you might see running around in the background at some point. Just ignore them. I try to do so as much as possible. I feel like my cosplay right now is overworked ska, so I'm rolling with it.
It's valid.
All right.
My name is Spencer. I'm the channel Sphinx Reads. I do single book reviews, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Oh, wait.
We always do that.
Into the void.
Hey, I'm Max from Max Reads. I do single book reviews and I read whatever I want.
Yay!
You pointed the right way.
First time,
My
right?
channel name is Katrina Ames. So that's great. I'm dressed as Valette tonight. I got a nice big barrette. I'm wearing a dress and makeup. Very fancy. Haven't done that in a while. Oh gosh, almost knocked into my tablet. I make videos about books and politics on my channel. Sometimes it's been a big sad. Just like very recently as an Asian American, big sad. So like, if you don't want to do that, it's okay to just do the last book video. Just no pressure. Subscribe, but no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yes, and all of their channels are linked in the description down below. So if you're not already subscribed to everyone here, please do so. They're all down there. Click them all. Click them all. Get it out of the way.
And also, the Void is with us as always.
The Void is always with us.
But they need no introduction because they're the Void.
The Void. All right. All right. So, who wants to kick us off into just discussing the book?
What does everybody?
Was everybody what?
Was that?
What rating did everyone give it?
Always. 5 times reading, 5 stars every time.
4.
4.5. I like the half.
This is a half.
Oh.
This is not that book.
We're all crabs here.
We are.
I mean, this was.
So the people that rated it 4, was it a first time read for all of us? And the people that rated it 5, it was a reread?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Checks out.
Is it one that improves as a reread because like you pick up on more stuff then? Do you
Yeah.
reckon?
Absolutely.
I think so.
Okay.
I rated it
Okay.
5 stars the first time, but it's definitely like you appreciate all of the like just finer details so much more on rereads.
So I
Okay.
wasn't like rating books when I read it the first time. Like I didn't know anything about anything. I was just like, this book looks cool, and like picked it up, had no idea about anything, and just loved it. But I didn't like do ratings or anything at that point. But rereading it, so this was my first reread, I did enjoy it more.
Yeah, rereading it is a lot of fun.
It's so much
Yeah.
fun.
I feel like I would have given it 5 stars because over the last couple of years, I feel like I'm way too generous with my 5 stars, and I'm trying to be a bit more stingy with them.
You don't have to be stingy with them. Just accept the 5 stars.
Yeah.
I do that. I'm like,
It's
you get a
that's
5 star.
how you
You get a
feel.
5 star.
I know, I'm the same way. I'm just like, I thought this was fun, even though it's not like a great book, but I'm going to give it 5 stars because I had a 5-star time. Like, I'm not a very like critical rater. I don't know how to rate things.
But that's fine.
Yeah,
We accept all ratings.
I do 5 stars if I'm going to read it again. Since I get all of my books from the library, if I'm going to buy the book and reread it, it's a 5-star read, and that's my only metric.
I like that.
That's fair.
That's a good system.
Valid.
Yeah, for sure.
I buy a lot of books, so I cannot use that metric.
Nope, me neither.
But it's
I
a very
wish
good
I
one.
was more like that though. Like, because then I'd have probably more money in my bank account. Let's be real.
The
Yeah.
pain.
I got 3 books in the mail today. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure there's a package of 6 books on my porch right now.
So here we are, people.
And it's best day out there.
Yeah. Well, Amazon's had a sale, like a buy 2, get 1 free sale. So
Oh, yeah.
self-control.
I don't know what you have, right? But I agree.
I think it was because of the way I said I rate things.
Oh, okay.
I assume that's what it was.
I just always agree with you. So
As you should.
exactly.
You're my father.
Keep them inside.
Bring them inside.
Okay, so let's get into the actual book, plot, characters, all the fun stuff. Let's discuss. Anybody want to kick us off, or should I just launch on into stuff?
Launch
Like,
Just
I'm
launch on.
ready.
Let's
This
go.
is my first time reading it, so
I
I want to see
know.
where you guys want to go with this.
You're our baseline. We have to riff off you, so it's you go.
I'm not a biased person in this chat, I will say. Okay, so what does everybody think? We'll talk characters first. How do you guys feel about like the main cast? Vin, Kelsier, everybody. Where'd you land with characters?
I don't think there was anybody I didn't like.
All right.
Even the people I didn't like as much, I still really like them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So
I had forgotten how much I like Spook.
My
I
baby.
was like, I just love him so much.
Baby.
Yes, he's like the little baby. Like I just like.
He's a baby.
I forgot how much I like Spook, and I also really forgot how much I liked the Lord Ruler. Like as a villain,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like
same here.
prime antagonist right there.
Yeah. He sure is a fun fellow at parties.
I'm sure he would be.
Yeah, with that aura of depression.
Right? It's so good. It's like
Perfect.
it's my kind of party. We're all just like crying in a corner, you know? That's the vibes.
And
That's
what
all you
everybody
need.
does at parties.
Yeah.
That's what we did at parties.
Sure. It's true. Yes.
Ellen?
I think we all stand Ellen in this house, and if we don't, you're not invited to my house. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Just like
I'm
sitting
kidding.
reading a book at a party is just really.
It's like it's the most relatable thing that happens in like the whole book. I love Ellen.
Same.
Katrina did this though. I want to know about the this.
I know.
So I like the idea of Ellen and how he is, but like I also feel like he's a little coward that's afraid to actually do anything.
Absolutely.
Until he's pushed into it by more radical people. And I'm just like, you can't just break up with your leftist girlfriend just because she is poor. That's not a good reason.
No, you're not wrong.
I don't
Like,
care.
he absolutely did that. But I would die for that coward. Okay? Like, I love it.
I think we might be biased though because we've read the whole series.
That's true. Like we've seen the beginning and the end and the middle, so like we got more to go off of. But I loved him in book one. Like I think he's the most just adorable, stupid little boy.
I honestly don't think I loved him as much until book 2. So I can really see.
That's valid.
Fair
That's
point.
absolutely valid.
I
My
think I
issue
started to
wasn't-
really love him then.
My issue wasn't with Ellen. It
I
was,
know what your issue is with.
it was with the development of their relationship. I think that because of like what Vin was in her past and how distrustful she'd been, it was like there was just a snap, and she was like, "Oh, I trust this guy," and I was like,
See, I have
She'd be like
arguments for this.
"Okay,
Already.
correct me."
First of all, by the point that she starts like actually developing like a relationship with Ellen, she's started to learn how to trust. So it's like her first time actually like actively
Oh, but
choosing to
she
trust someone.
thinks he's a good guy straight off the bat.
Yeah, but she's already started to trust the crew. Like
Listen,
she's
he
already
has a
like
book.
opened up to that. He has a book.
Everyone knows that you can't be evil and read.
But no, my main thing was you can't be evil in read.
Are you sure? I mean,
My main
there's all of
It's
us here.
confirmed. The internet never lies.
My main thing is that when people like, I don't disagree that like the like relationship develops quickly, but it is realistic to me because she is a 16-year-old girl who has just started to like learn how to trust and is just like learning about this like new fancy life that she's like really falling into. And also there's like a lot of stuff that we don't see on page that's like mentioned. Like there's times when it's like between the time when like he's officially courting her and then he breaks up with her, we see them together once, but it's mentioned that like she's been spending the weekends with him at the balls. Like she's been spending more time with him that we
That's
didn't
true.
see on screen. And like Sanderson, this is a beef I do have with Sanderson, is like there's a lot of times when he'll just like say something's happened and I'm like, bitch, we didn't see that. And like I'm not a fan of it, but I'm just saying
That
it
was,
is
that was
there.
my issue with Warbreaker.
Yeah, like it is there,
That
like
was
it's
a lot of
there.
Warbreaker.
But I don't like. There's a lot of times when he'll mention things. There's like this particular one in the next book that it pisses me off that we didn't get to see it. It's just like this thing happened, and I'm like, what? What do you mean this happened and you didn't show me?
Yeah.
So that's
Can I
that's like
point
my
out-
big beef with Sanderson, especially in the Mistborn books.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
yeah, but like it's stated that they had spent more time together than we saw. So like by the
Okay.
point when she makes that decision, she's like, I love him. Like first of all,
Yeah.
she's 16, so like it's realistic to me. Like I've been 16 and been like, I love this guy. I've known for 3 weeks. Like it's just how you are. Okay. So
It's
like
just
that
how
was
you
realistic to
are.
me. No, that's how most 16-year-olds are, Casey. You're the one that's odd. But
You're the one that was smart about it.
yeah, exactly. But
Can
yeah,
you-
that's
can
just
you bring
Oh,
up?
don't mean it's right.
Can you bring up that comment by Faith about Dragon Ball Z so everyone can see how it is?
yes.
That's the most cursed comment I've ever read.
Oh my
I
god.
love it.
like it.
I've never watched Dragon Ball Z, but I'm like, I know what it looks like.
No, that's what the movie's gonna look like. They're gonna actually animate this movie, and it's gonna be Dragon Ball Z style.
Yes.
Yes, we love Ham and Breeze in this house.
I want you to know I texted Bree at 3 a.m. this morning, and I said Hammond would do yoga.
Oh yeah, that was this morning. I'm like, what did you text me? Like, my brain was blank just now.
I was like, Ham would be so into yoga, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and sleep more. Just
But like, okay, yoga.
My whole point with the trust is like by that point when she's like getting super into him and like that's actually developing, she's already started to learn how to trust. Like this is her first like actively choosing to trust someone. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense to me because of the trajectory of her opening up and learning to trust people with Kelsier's crew. Like by that
he's a
point,
pretty guy.
he's pretty. So
And he's pretty.
and he's pretty. I mean that also factors in. Let's be
That
honest.
helps.
He's pretty and kind of mean to her, so like obviously she falls in love with him. Everyone knows how this works.
Apparently the Lord.
There's the bad guy from the Lego movie.
I've never seen that, but now I want to.
My kids.
You know that's Will Ferrell, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Will Ferrell's gonna play the Lord Ruler, and it's such a cursed image.
Honestly,
The
I
I
cursed
will
won't
never
know
get
that.
that out of my head.
I don't like it.
I want
Oh,
Kelsier to be Danny DeVito then.
no!
No.
Get out! You're fired.
You're fired. Can we ban him from the chat?
Yes.
I want it to be like Andrew Garfield. I just want it to be like a British guy that's not like too old and just
Andrew Garfield
and
looks like he's
For the
12.
Lord
He
Ruler?
looks really younger than I would think, but I can see like his attitude. Yeah,
oh, no,
he
no,
does
for
look-
Kelsier.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know who you were talking about here. I was confused. Okay, for
I can
Kelsier,
see that.
I don't know. We were having a chat in one of the chats the other day in the Discord about how there you are. Yes,
Yes,
Sarah thinks that Kelsier should
Sarah.
be played by like a 50-year-old. And I was like, no, he's 34. No.
Yeah, he's in his 30s.
I would die on this hill.
You'll die in a lot of hills.
I will. Honestly, you're going to hear about all the hills I'll die on in these live shows. There's several hills I'm ready to die on.
Concerning.
I mean, Kelsier's not that old.
No, he's just a dumb dude.
I mean, she's closer to my age than old.
Right? I'm literally turning 30 in like a couple of days, and I'm like, he's barely older than me. That's the age of my boyfriend, which
Right.
is weird.
He's like the ninth Doctor, but more lovable traits.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
He would definitely rock a leather jacket.
Yeah.
For sure.
This is the only thing my brain came up with.
Yup. Indeed. So what's everybody's least favorite thing from the book? Let's go bad. What's your least favorite thing? Plot, character, whatever
I have
it is.
a few.
What?
I have a
You
few.
too.
You
I
got a
want to
few?
know.
Make sure they're from the right
Okay,
book.
so
Yeah, right?
yes. So at least for the first book, it was a little difficult for me to distinguish the members of the crew. Like, yes, I knew that they were all like different, had different missings, but like I always forgot like who was who had which personality, just because they're all like the crew to me. Like it wasn't until the second book that I actually learned to distinguish them. And then I still stand by my opinion about the first book. I thought the first about 70% of it was like really, really slow, at least for me as a newbie in like the high fantasy stuff.
about fantasy books, especially when it's a series, is like there is going to be a chunk of time at the beginning that's gonna go slow because it's got to set up everything. Like if you're reading like standalones or like middle grades YAs, like they don't spend nearly as much time like world building and setting up your characters and your plot because it's like quick one and done. You know, it's a smaller scale story, and this is not a super small scale story. I mean, in a way it is, but it's not. Definitely not. So that's another, like, I'm not disagreeing. Like the first half of the book is a lot slower, especially in the second half. But like there's reasons for that in this genre. Like most books in this genre, I feel like do that. Like it's because it's all got to kind of set it up for you.
Here's the thing though, because like even though I did feel like it was super slow, like after like when I finished, I was like, man, in retrospect, like the whole like beginning was amazing because like you'd be reading like this random name like Rashek, I'm like, oh, that's a nice name, and then by the end, you're like, oh my gosh, that was important. So like now you want to reread it because apparently that detail was important, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
Go ahead.
I'd just like to say that Vin is not a princess. Okay, not a princess.
no way. She's an urchin.
She is an urchin.
I think like wait, what was I going to say? Yeah. And I'll probably look back differently when I've read the rest of the series on this book. But having finished this one, I know I'm going to get fought on this. Like this book, for me, was way less. I remember less details than I do from Elantris or Warbreaker.
Interesting.
Way less memorable to me.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's fair.
That's like I don't
so much.
I don't disagree with that. It's just it's interesting.
Yeah.
The thing is when I read all of Mistborn, I read the whole series the first time in like a week. So it's like I just like smashed my way through all of it. So like I did, like the way I view like the pacing and like things like that and like the payoff of things, like it all happened like real quick for me. So it's like I didn't have time to like have those kind of processing thoughts like you guys do. So I'm not disagreeing. I'm just like I didn't experience it that way. So I'm just like, oh, interesting.
I think the first book, at least, too, is a little bit tropey and predictable in some aspects. Like, some of it is, like, not at all. But,
I'll
like,
tell you what is so tropey. You're right about that. The gang that she's in is, like, the trope gang. There's like the tortured older guy with the traumatic past. There's the strong guy that uses strength magic. The shady guy that uses shady magic. The manipulating guy that uses manipulating magic.
You're not wrong. No,
That senses emotions. Like every single gang member is like a full cliche.
I don't disagree.
No, it's not bad, but it's
I absolutely agree.
The way it is.
It was
I feel like
purposeful
it's a really
in this one though, because like everyone has like a different purpose, so you kind of because of the missed things, like that distinction made sense, at least for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like it is a first book, so like all the tropiness and the setup is just like to pull people in, like to pull a bunch of like newer readers in.
Yes.
To be like, come in here, everything is totally normal.
Totally normal. Like you've seen this before and you like it, so come on in. I'm not gonna throw any twists at you. It's fine.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the things that I was like lukewarm on, because I know it's a trilogy, like I know it's all going to get expanded on. I know I'm going to learn more about the characters that are surface level-y. Like, I don't really have any big complaints about any of them.
That's fair.
Yeah. On this reread, I think my biggest thing was that I want, like, it's a long fucking book, and I know why there isn't more of it. It's because of how long it is. They didn't want to make it longer, but I also did want more, like, in between scenes, like seeing her bond more with Ellen and seeing her bond more with the crew. I feel like we could have used more of that.
Yeah. It's those moments when he's like, well, this is a thing that happened, but I don't have time to, like, give you all that detail when I gotta move the plot forward. So it's like saying these things happen and not showing it. And I absolutely agree. Like I want to see more of that.
I want like
but
300 more pages.
Listen, he wasn't allowed to do that yet. He gets away with it now.
Right.
He wasn't allowed to write 1,000-page books back then.
If this becomes a TV show, they can do that. Like they can give us those things and they can get him to help write them. But if it becomes a movie, then it's like we're gonna lose that even more.
Right now, he's planning for it to be a movie, and he's writing the screenplay. So
okay,
He's making Lady Ham.
Yeah, but he's not
I feel like
against
it would
it
work
being
better as a TV show too.
I agree.
Well,
I think
of all of-
everything's better.
Of all of his series, it's the one that would play out best as movies versus like the other ones would work better as series. Whereas that like Mistborn is the one that would work really well as a movie, and I think that's why he wants to do it. Like it would be better, I think, as a TV series, just because that's how I feel about everything. But it would work really well as movies.
Yeah.
I also feel like it would be better as a TV show because then they could do the other eras. Like they could keep going.
Yeah, they could do two.
I mean, they could also.
I reckon you all just want 12 hours of content instead of 2 hours of content.
Yes.
That's all
No,
this is.
Obviously.
Yeah, I agree with this. There's also more focus on your main characters, that there isn't a lot of time spent on like building like more dimension to the like side characters, and like that makes sense, but it's like also just like I would have liked more of that. Yeah.
What was everybody's favorite bit?
My favorite bit will always
mine
be...
is.
Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead.
Okay. Mine will always
Mine
be
has
that.
to be. Okay. You go ahead.
Mine will always be the training scene at the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
That will forever be my favorite scene. I love it so much.
I agree. That's a good scene.
Especially at the very end where he's like, you want to go explain to the guards why a Mistborn has to use the stairs? And he's like, no, I don't. I have to jump off this wall now.
My favorite thing, because it's like me too. Someone with anxiety would rather jump off of a wall while I'm terrified of it than go explain to someone, like go talk to some strangers. It's relatable. Yeah.
My favorite part has always been I love when any book does this is I love the like vignettes at the beginning of chapters.
The epigraphs.
I love the little. I just love it. Any book that does it, I'm sucked in. I'm a sucker for it.
Yeah, I love the epigraphs.
I'm gonna interrupt us all to say people are shouting about Mistborn anime, and I am down.
Totally down.
I'm here for this.
I think it would be fine, but like we always make the argument that Stormlight would work better in that medium. I don't know why everybody argues this, because it's like, why not just do it all like this? But like
do it all.
One or the other.
Get the same people that did Legend of Korra.
But also, I just feel like whatever, if you do one of them animated, then they all have to be animated.
Yeah, because it is all technically connected. Technically all connected. Yeah.
The real solution is all of us have to live long enough for this to be in the public domain, and then we will get everything.
Exactly.
You got the big brains, Katrina. The big brains coming out. Oh God, yeah, that scene. Oh, I just clicked. Casey, did you click on that? Or did I click on that? This is moving. This one. Yeah, that scene is real good.
Yeah. Sometimes the comments move when you go to click on them.
Yeah,
right. And I agree.
Yes. There is a Mistborn RPG, and I've also never played the RPG.
No, I haven't either.
We played the House War.
Inquisitors.
Yeah. We played the board game. We didn't play the RPG one.
I would also love like a video game.
My God. I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
It would make such a good one.
He definitely wants to make video games for Mistborn. Like that's like his top of his list for his books turning into video games. We can do it. I believe in us, Sarah. We got this.
Technological advancement.
You just have to believe.
You just have to believe.
I don't know about the next leg.
Why is it that and not just let's just change the copyright laws? Let's change the copyright law. We just have to outlive Brandon Sanderson.
True.
As long as he's done with the Cosmere by then, I'm fine with it. He's got to finish all of it, though.
Right? He's got to live a while.
There's a lot left. Like, once you guys are all caught up, there's still a lot left to come. Yeah. You're going to be like, I'm caught up. I've read like 25 books. And it's like, yeah, there's 25 more coming.
Like, maybe.
I'm sorry, I'm done with you.
He just needs to survive.
Okay, this sounds awesome though. Like a
Cosmere
wide game.
Oh my God!
A campaign where you have to like go to the different worlds and like do the different like plot. That would be amazing.
That would be great.
Like you are the Willpower.
Yes.
That is called
stalking.
That's how you get a restraining order.
I haven't been restrained by him yet, and I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah, there's still time.
There is still time. There is.
You should get one and then like get it framed on your wall.
Oh, for sure.
This from Sanderson.
I've only met him in person twice, and I threatened him both times.
I mean,
The first time, he looked a little nervous. The second time, he just kind of chuckled. I was like, I don't know how I feel about either of these.
I feel about either of these reactions.
I don't know how I feel about this. But yes.
Does anyone else have thoughts?
Have thoughts we need to dive
my
into?
favorite scene
Yeah,
has
your
to be when the double arrow stab that Ben did with Shan.
That was cool. That was really good.
Yeah.
It is so hard.
The entire thing in my head. Oh, it was amazing. Like that was the turning point for me. I was like, man, I love this book. Like because from that point forward, everything was just all the scenes were amazing.
Mm.
Yep. I remember in the Discord, you were like, I mean, this is okay, but I'm not really attached to anybody. I'm not really hooked yet. And then you got to that point, and you're like, this is amazing. This is so great. This is the best thing I've ever read. I'm so hyped. It was from 0 to 100 flat. It was amazing.
Right.
If you're not in the Discord, watching Spence's character development, reading Final Empire was just so good.
Yes. It's fun because we have different vibes for how we watch the newbies. Spence, it's just watching you develop. We're predicting who you're gonna get attached to, all these things. Aww. And then Max, it's we're predicting what you're gonna predict and things like that. It's been fun just kind of going through with the different, picking up on how we think everybody's gonna feel about it, and then seeing it play out. It's been so much fun.
I still have a lot of unanswered stuff that I'm waiting to be resolved.
I mean, so do we.
Oh my god, it's true. I'm gonna talk about it. Don't worry about it. Most of the things that are specific to Era 1 are wrapped up in Era 1. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Most.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, great.
There's 3 more eras, so.
Yeah.
I mean, the actual, there's a lot left to the world of Mistborn after you finish Era 1, so, it makes sense. But you're like, why haven't we figured this out? Why hasn't this come up again? What's happening? It's fine.
It's all fine.
Always, my child. Oh, gosh.
Yes, it's such a good... That whole, fight scene with the fucking Inquisitor is so good.
I live for that. I keep saying I live for all the fight scenes.
Right?
I just like that moment. That moment when all of the stuff is happening and clearly that moment when Kelsier has that moment and he's like, oh, maybe I got away with it. I don't have to do the thing. And then he's like, oh, just kidding. The Lord Ruler shows up. And he's like, I guess I gotta die now. But that moment when he's like, oh, I don't have to go through it, it breaks me every time. Just a little bit. It just breaks me a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But that
Do we
that
have
fight
an answer yet?
So
Do we have an answer yet for why the push lines come out of their chest?
I don't know if that's something that's explained.
I always just assumed it was because where the metal was, where they're burning the metal. I don't know if that's
come out of their stomach, wouldn't it?
Well, but your stomach is
your stomach's right,
pretty high. So I assume when they say chest, I always assume it's at stomach level.
My biggest plot hole with this book, which I'm not sure if it's going to be resolved or not, was Sanderson not knowing how plants work.
First of all, I want to say this is a fantasy world, so the biology of plants doesn't have to work the same as it does in our world. First of all,
not knowing.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I killed a snake plant over the past week or so I don't think I have any room to speak on this.
Same. I'm not trusted with plants.
But I agree with Max.
All those plants that are no one can kill this. This is the perfect plant. If you're bad with plants, they all die in my house. Who gave me children? I kill plants.
When a plant tells you that it's unkillable, that's a challenge.
It is.
It's a challenge.
It is.
I just forgot to bring it inside when it rained. That's all. And it's not going to be able to recover.
That's abuse.
Not going to recover.
I also don't recover after it rains.
But
you want to explain your plants?
Oh, my plant thing was that there's a bit where Kelsier shows Vin a picture of a flower, and she doesn't know what a flower is because flowers don't grow in this world anymore. Knows what fruits are, and to get a fruit, you have to have a flower first. That's my issue. But we'll see.
And they acknowledged that flowers turned into fruits too. Like they knew.
We'll see.
Well, no, when he's showing her the flower and explaining like what a flower is, and he says that like they like in myth it says that they smelled nice, and she said like fruit, so like she knows what fruit is. It doesn't say that they have flower fruit. Like I don't know if they have different fruit.
I mean, also,
but my point is, in a fantasy world, like it doesn't have to follow the same exact laws as like real life. I will just put that out there. Like,
I think I just never thought of that. I never thought that deeply.
I know, right? Max is like pulling out the like strings.
What?
This was me. I always thought the problem was the color.
The main thing is the color because all of their plant life is brown, and that's like the main thing. And Max is just focusing so much on the fact that like they just don't have flowers. But like I took it to mean that they just don't have colored plants. Like I don't take it to mean that they don't necessarily have flowers that produce fruit. I just don't think they look like flowers.
I will say I think this is answered. I think it's resolved.
Oh yeah.
I do
Okay.
think it is. Yeah.
No, that's why I said I wasn't commenting on something further because you learn more about that.
Yeah.
If they're saying all the plants are brown as well, that's interesting as well because you can infer the color of their sun from the color of their plants.
Really?
You be looking at stuff so deep, man. Me and Jesse sitting out here like, oh really?
I don't know about
if a sun's light is more white than yellow, plants will be closer to black than green.
That's fascinating. But yeah, all the plants on Scadra, like all the plant life is like brown. So like that was like the main distinction in that scene is that she's like weird about the color because he's like, yeah, like everything used to be green, and she's like, why would things be green? That's fucking weird. Because everything is brown. So that's like the main.
It says stuff used to be green.
Yeah, it's in that scene. Kelsier said like when he says that things used to be green. Yeah, and he said we used to have these.
That could imply that like the sun changed then.
Raffo.
Crab you.
I'm lining it up to like possibly like the sun changed in the past 1,000 years, but also like all of this ash started raining down. That can't be good for plant life.
No, it's probably fine.
Raffo. Good old Raffo.
Totally fine.
I think everybody's creeped out by the Steel Inquisitors. They're super creepy.
I love the Steel Inquisitors.
I mean, I
love them.
I love them, but I still think they're creepy. Like if I were to face one in real life, I'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I love the creepy stuff. My favorite thing in the whole book was the miss rates, hands down.
Yes,
The miss rates.
I was going to say something else about the miss rates, but that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
Hold your tongue, sir.
Stop it! Because you're probably thinking what I'm thinking. So stop it.
Yeah.
Let's just say that any things that you're thinking or like any questions you have are likely to be answered in the next 2 books. And when we get to the Hero of Ages live show, any further questions you have, we can probably answer them for you based on knowledge we know outside of the books. And if we can't, then you can suffer with us.
You can
for the things that we can't answer. You can suffer with us.
We'll make a list.
Oh.
Is that a spoiler question? I think I spotted a spoiler.
Who got blocked?
No one. Don't worry about it.
Nothing happened.
Don't worry about it.
Spence saw it, but you didn't see it. Don't worry about it.
I saw
I saw it, but that's okay. That's okay. That's fine.
It was confusing. That's why I had to stare at it for a second because I was like, I don't actually understand what they're asking.
I don't understand what they're asking either, but I just blocked it.
Like, I'm not taking chances. Gotta get out of here. Don't worry about it.
Like, I don't understand what you mean, but you're in timeout.
You're in timeout. And if you say something that's potentially a spoiler, again, you'll get banned.
Are we going to have a argument about pronunciations?
No, not today. Not today.
No, I told Bree that there would be a whole separate live show where you guys can just rant to each other about pronunciation.
Listen, this is why we made the streets.
I'm so proud of this idea.
I think it's a little over it though now.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's just kind of funny to like jab at each other, but I don't think anyone's actually taking it that seriously.
I don't think Sanderson takes it that seriously either, though.
No,
he doesn't care.
He definitely doesn't, because he comes at you saying, "Well, this is how they'll say it in world, but I don't say it like that." Like, what the fuck?
And you're like, thanks, sir.
He's trolling us.
Clearly, his opinion doesn't matter. The author's opinion of pronunciation is out the window.
But he's aware of that, so it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean the audiobook people also don't agree. So
Yeah, it's true. The people who narrate the audiobook, they're married and they both just say things differently in the same like narration. It kind of brings me joy.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
it's real good.
I need to
One
check
of my
out.
other favorite scenes is actually, I just remember this. When Vin is in prison, I think, and then Says, however you want to say it, like
You can
comes
say it how
in,
you want.
yeah, and like he like turns like full Hulk on her, and like they break out.
That like moment is so funny, just like visually. it's
Oh,
worth it.
speaking of Sazed,
Yeah.
did he make a Warbreaker reference?
Are you asking about one of the religions? I don't think that's
Like,
specifically tied.
Yeah.
I think I looked this up on the Coppermind when you asked, and I done forgot. But I don't think it's like
specifically tied.
I don't think it's like a specific connection, but I think it's like I think that
It might be what he based Warbreaker on.
oh, and that's what it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Is that like because he wrote this before Warbreaker? He wrote this before Warbreaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that was like
Yeah.
he wanted to write a world that had like that like color thing going on. So like when he put that religion in there, I think that
Well, he
is
got-
the seed of what he went and did with Warbreaker after that.
Yeah, he got challenged to write a colorful fantasy. Because
Elantris and Mistborn were like so dark. And they were like, you need to write something like a little lighter, a little more colorful. So he was like, okay, I can do colorful. He's such a fucking
So
troll.
buckle up.
he's a troll, like for sure. But yeah, so like I don't think it's meant to be like an official connection like within the Cosmere, but I think it is connected in that sense.
But
Like in
I feel like it feels like an Easter egg.
yeah.
it does.
I
feel
think
like-
I think it technically counts as one since like we know that was like an inspiration that he then went and wrote that book. So like I feel like you can connect that, but I don't think it's like an official Cosmere connection. But
it's official if we say it is.
yeah, but it's really good that you caught on to that though, because I didn't even think about it.
I didn't even think about it either.
I know. I was like, oh dang, is it? I was like, I had to go to the Copperman. I wasn't even sure. It's like, I don't know.
I see everything. I see it
Yeah.
all with my wizard eyes.
Your crab eye.
You got some
My crab eyes.
wizard crab eyes.
Weird crab.
But yeah,
We're gonna talk about Ahoyd.
are we gonna talk about Ahoyd?
Oh yeah, the Ahoyd.
We can talk about Ahoyd. What do you want to talk about?
Love
It's not-
Ahoyd.
We go off of in this book.
We love Ahoyd.
We love Ahoyd.
It's interesting how his role here is like, well, I guess in all the books that I've read so far, they're like very different. It's like in Elantris, there's like a beggar, Warbreaker. It was like I forgot what it was in Warbreaker. Oh, storyteller, yeah. And then in Mistborn, he like deceives Kelsier, I think, as far as I remember. To
He's
like
like
make
an
Kelsier
informant.
think some other way.
Yeah, he's like an
Yeah,
informant.
he's an informant.
Yeah.
You can infer quite a few things from Hoyd, like just from the instances he appeared. So I was thinking about this, considering that I know because I've heard you talking about all the books being set on different planets,
Mhm.
right? And I feel like it's one of the main issues I have in a lot of sci-fi is that the aliens on every planet are just people. And so I feel like the fact that they are all human on every planet has to mean something in the context of the bigger story. And I feel that either Hoyd traveling between them, as he obviously does, we either haven't seen the real Hoyd and he's been taking a different disguise every single time, or he just blends in because everybody looks almost exactly the same.
Interesting. Rafa.
Just imagining
Rafa, yeah.
Ahoyd.
Full on Rafa. But
Horrifying.
I like Casey, you broke Casey's brain. I like
I'm just imagining like 20 Hoyds, and I'm like, oh god, that's terrifying.
that's too many. That's too many Hoyds.
Hoyds.
Tone it down. But oh god, my strings are everywhere. Okay. But no,
My
it's
thought
interesting.
was just that humans colonized a bunch of planets. That's all I got.
Rafa.
They all look alike.
Rafa.
I feel like if an alien ship landed on Earth and the doors opened and a human stepped out, that would scare me more than if it was an alien.
Yes. Honestly, I agree
because
with you.
of the
100%.
implications, I would
Yeah,
be
I
like, nah, I'm not cool with this.
Get back on your ship, you gotta go. I agree 100%, Max. I agree so much.
Like, I'm out. I gotta go. Bye, guys.
I would think they were time travelers. I would not believe that they were like aliens.
Yeah.
I would be freaked the fuck out.
Time travelers would make more sense.
I mean, but the doctor doesn't blend in. The doctor is just a dude.
He's just a dude.
He's just a dude.
He purposely does not blend in.
Exactly. Like he purposely does not blend in.
He's
just
the other thing with Ahoyd, right? I was thinking, is if he's in all of these places, he's either a time traveler, or he has lived a ridiculously long time and he's not a person, or all of these things are happening coincidentally so close together, like on the grand timeline.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to think about the grand timeline.
My theories about Ahoyd are like ever shifting. There's nothing concrete there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I love hearing all of these Ahoyd theories. They bring me so much joy. I love all your theories in general, but Ahoyd theories are real fun. Just because it's Ahoyd.
We love Ahoyd here.
Oh, Ahoyd.
I'm so excited for you to see more Ahoyd.
Yeah. Just thinking about some stuff later on.
I'm waiting for the moment where it like all falls into place and I shit my pants. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
I think there's going to be, I mean, not just like to Ahoyd specifically, but like in general, just with Cosmere stuff. I think there are going to be some moments like that, and I'm like, I have a few picked out, and I'm so fucking hyped for you to get there.
Yeah,
we got some ways to go, but oh boy, am I so excited! I'm so excited. Yeah, like anything we know outside of him, because there's not a lot in the books, and we still don't know a lot from Word of Brandon's. Like everything we know is still very vague, but we do know a bit more than is in the books. So, but not much, not a ton.
Yeah,
an amount.
Unspecified crumbs. God, that's what Word of Brandon's are. They're like crumbs. He just kind of throws, and you're like scavenging through them. Like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Can I make something out of this? He's just like, here you are, peasants.
Exactly.
Literally, like you go through, it's like a bunch of like ripped pieces of paper, and you're trying to like put it together to like read the whole thing, and it's like half of them just say Raffo, and you're like, what the fuck? What the hell? Why? Yeah, no, he's such a troll. He didn't give us nothing.
He both loves and hates us.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon when he dies, he's gonna leave it completely open-ended and not conclude anything.
I would die.
Awful.
Yeah, we're all like all of the like Cosmere aware people are. We're real scared about like how he's gonna end the whole Cosmere, like where the final end of it is.
And they all lived happily ever after the end.
Oh no, I don't think that's gonna happen. I've read a lot of his books. I mean, I don't know. I don't even like. I can't even potentially predict it. The fun fact here is, as far as Cosmere books go for Sanderson, we only have one ending to a series. We've only seen one official ending, and it's Hero of Ages. So let's see how y'all feel about that when you get there, because that's our only real ending for a Cosmere book right now.
I hear there are mixed feelings.
I
love it.
I love it, but there are people who don't like it. There are people who don't like it. But I think that the people who do, at least from like the circles I've chatted in, I think there's more who do than don't. But I don't really know like that split there.
Like I normally don't. Yeah, I normally don't like endings to a series, but it's my favorite ending to a series.
Favorite series ending I've ever read. Yeah, it's satisfying to me. It it satisfied me.
Books,
where most
TV,
series
movies,
don't.
That's a big thing to say.
Yeah, it is.
Like I don't know if everybody else is like. I don't want to. I realized that after my vlog, and you were like, "Oh God, now I'm like worried about the ending of this." I was like, "Man, I'm getting your hopes high. I'm talking about how great this is, and you're gonna be like up here expecting to be real good, and then you might fall short because I'm like building you up. So forget everything I said. It's terrible."
My expectations for this series are like up here, and it's all your fault.
Yeah,
it's my fault. It's my fault.
Yeah, I do know people don't like the ending, but
Sanderson drinks tea, and we have to read the leaves afterwards.
Yeah, that's about
honestly.
right.
Yes. God, I hope not. Just explodes the whole Cosmere, the whole system. Yes. Kaboom. Yeah, I'm scared for the whole entire ending because it's like it's so much to like wrap up in like a little bow, and it's like I'm not gonna do it. I'm scared.
Likely beginning.
Not at the end of next year. It's next year. Oh, I didn't highlight the comment. Next year is when we get the final book in Era 2. Is next year, not this year. But it's finally coming. I'm so excited.
So excited. I love Era 2 so much.
I do too. I love how we're like, finally, it's been forever, but like really, I feel like the Rothfuss fans and the Game of Thrones fans.
Well, compared to like how Sanderson writes, it's been forever. Like we were promised 5 years. We were promised Lost Metal forever ago. Like when he put out this book 2 and book 3 of Era 2, they came out within like 3 months of each other. Like they were released like 3 months apart, which was wild. Yeah.
I smelled that coming miles away.
You did.
Yeah, no, I predicted that too.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where it's like, he's kind of just like name dropping like in-world stuff that you don't like isn't explained yet, and it takes a while to get there, which is one of like his ways of just storytelling, and I love it. Like I love that you kind of got to figure out the bits of the world as you go, and it's not all just handed to you on a platter. It's like, this is what this is and this is what this is, because it's just
whenever he says like a throwaway trivial line that goes on like my crazy man pinboard.
You just did like I started tabbing as I was reading.
So I get some like red string,
colorful.
Yep. I got to do tabbies on read number 5. I was pretty excited about my tab.
Right. Color coded tabbing.
Yeah. Let's just say all my colors for my tabs mean certain things, and I will not tell you what, because that would give stuff away.
Right. Mine did too. And then
mine are color
kind of started to forget. I'm like, wait, did I use this color or this color? I'm like,
I write it down in like the front of the book on like a blank page. I literally write down what each color means because I forget. Because like I keep the same system throughout like all of my Cosmere books because like I did tabs for all of Stormlight last year when I reread. And so when there's something that I'm tabbing specifically like in a specific book that doesn't transfer to that next book, I like just use it for something else in that book. But otherwise, like the key things that I'm tabbing for stay the same color, so that I can make a crazy person like string board of the full Cosmere when I'm done.
You have that big whiteboard. We can do it.
I do. It's right there.
I love a whiteboard.
Me too.
Mocking me.
What is next, Brie?
Okay, are we done with the book discussion? Oh, we got to talk about what character we relate to the most and why. Oh, yeah. Which, if you didn't know which one I relate to the most, it's Vin. it's Vin. Vin is me. I am Vin. It's very simple. I love Vin.
Yeah, and I'm Kelsier, and I worry about it daily. Yeah. About my own mental health. Just like, wow, that's the character I relate to the most in this book, huh?
Yeah. Vin is one of the characters I relate to most in like all of fiction. She's like in the top 2. Just like the way she like views the world, the way she doesn't trust people initially, and how she struggles with that. Even when she starts to trust people, she still struggles with it. How she's like always afraid everyone's gonna leave her. All of that stuff, I'm like, oh shit, that's deep in there. I got that in there. Like all of that, like to a T, like just all of her personal shit I relate to so much. And I love her so much.
I just want to murder with people.
You just want to murder me?
Casey wants to kill all the nobles.
Right. Sazed.
Really?
I love to hear it.
But I can't really say why.
That's fair.
That's fair, but no, I love it. That's not what I was expecting. That's a plot twist right there.
Love him. But there's reasons I can't say why. I'll tell you why in Hero of Ages.
Gotcha. We'll come back to it. What about the rest of you?
Anybody else?
Katrina, what were you going to say?
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, so I have complicated feelings about Sazed. On the one hand, I like him. On the other hand, I don't necessarily like how Brandon Sanderson writes. Oh, so it complicates things. No!
You came back. You came back.
You came back. You cut out in the middle. You said you don't like how he did what? Like how he wrote him?
Yeah, I don't love how Sanderson wrote about race in this. And I also checked when he wrote about race on this, so I'm like, maybe he'll get better in the
2003.
future.
Yeah.
It's
2003.
been, like, we're hoping for he's gonna move forward a little bit.
Oh yeah,
but I like
would
him.
say for sure he does.
I also like Hammond. Hammond seems good. I want to punch someone in the face and then argue about why I did it.
Exactly.
From that reasoning,
Right.
it's like, okay. Oh, hey, Eli, you showed up. What's up? What's up, Eli? What about you, Max?
Probably Marsh.
Oh, God, we love Marsh. We love
Yeah.
Marsh in this.
Like him.
I love Marsh.
Yeah.
so much.
We have so much love for Marsh.
He's possibly like my favorite character in that book. And we see like so little of him. I'm
So
still like,
Marsh.
this character, I love him.
He has an impact, okay? I love Marsh. So
He takes one for the team. He takes a big one for the
he
team.
really does.
I definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big one.
Big one.
Several.
What about you, Spence?
It's pretty hard because I want to say Spook, but like not necessarily in this book. I'm gonna say, like for this book specifically, I'm gonna say Ellen. Not that I'm like anything like him at all, like in terms of like the looks and anything like that, but more so like his personality at parties. Because like I am exactly that person, like who just like reads at parties. So
Yeah.
it's Ellen for me.
No one relates to the Lord Ruler.
Anyone with a sibling relates to Marsh.
Right?
I love that.
I have lots of those.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
All right.
I feel like I relate to
I
Marsh.
mean, I would
Like it.
say I'm afraid of turning into the Lord Ruler. Does that count?
I love
Yeah.
the Lord Ruler. For sure, but I don't know why. My brain is just,
I mean, I'm afraid of relating to Kelsier, so we're already here.
I just love the Lord Ruler for some odd reason.
No, I feel it. I understand, Jesse. I understand.
I like him.
All right. Well, next up is the trivia. Who's ready for some trivia?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ready for some trivia?
I can't take part this time because I helped
No,
with
because
all of
you helped me with the questions because I saved it for last minute. I was like, I've read this book 5 times. I don't even need to like do the questions while I'm reading it. And then like 2 days ago, I was like, God damn it, I need to come up with questions. So, as per usual, I'm on top of things. All right. Question number 1. Which metal was Vin unknowingly burning before she learned she was a Mistborn?
Computer?
No.
Technically that is true, but that's not the one that you see her burning. But she did realize she was burning that when she first got that reserve. So I'll take that as like a half point.
I'm pretty sure it was it copper?
No.
No, I can't. Is
I
it valid?
remember.
Like, I know what she was doing.
It's behind me.
Casey has the metal chart behind her.
Let's just name all of the metals.
Not zinc.
Nobody's got
Was it brass?
It was brass. She was emotionally soothing people. She called it luck. It was her luck.
Yeah.
Yes, brass. And then I also did write down also Peter because when she gets all the reserves and tests them, she realized that she's been doing that one before too. But the one that you see her using as her luck is brass.
I hear you using it a lot.
Please go put those up.
Oh, right. Zinc is for rioting, right?
Yeah. That's right.
All right. Question number 2. What was Kelsier's wife's name?
Man.
Mare.
Yes, Mare.
Mrs. Kelsier.
Mrs. Kelsier. No. Okay. Number 3. What is the name of the Lord Ruler's palace?
Was it Darkspire?
That's what I kept thinking.
Spikes, boy.
Right.
No.
The spider.
Dark Holes?
It's described as having spires though, so like I'll give you a half point, but the actual title of like what the palace is
It
called.
has like a name.
It has a name.
No guesses?
No guesses?
Something Keep? Is it Keep?
Oh, something Shaw.
No.
Jesse, you're on the right track. Something Shaw.
Shaw. I can't remember the rest, but it's something Shaw.
It's Krennic. Credit.
Ah,
One of my questions.
Right.
Super palace.
Super palace. We love that. We love that.
good question.
I
All
read
right,
that wrong.
Casey. All right. Question number 4. What are soldiers who are trained to fight alamancers called?
Obligator.
What was that?
No.
Obligator.
Obligators.
No.
That's not it.
The
no.
soldiers who are
Inquisitor?
specifically trained to fight alamancers.
Oh yeah.
They have a really weird, like, stupid name. I think the name's kind of stupid.
It's a stupid fantasy name.
It's a stupid fantasy name.
I can't remember at all.
One of my favorite brand new words.
Rebel.
It's Haze Killers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that one.
Haze
I like
Killers.
that one.
He's killing.
Okay.
It doesn't
I always
matter.
forget about them because they don't do a very good job.
They didn't do a good job.
They don't.
They didn't do a good job. They did not do their job.
I
Because
did
you
the
read their
audiobook for this one, so I just kept thinking about like the Hollywood Haze Code. It's like, man, these ones are so moralistic.
I love that. I love that. Oh, that's great. All right, question number 5. How did Breeze signal his team to soothe and riot emotions?
The waitresses, right?
Waitresses.
Yeah.
With the different colored.
Specifically, different color
Yeah.
dresses on the serving girls. Yes, good job.
It's
All right. All right. Number 6. How do you kill an Inquisitor?
You just take out the spike. You just go. Psh.
Which spike? Which spike?
The one
The
at the
back one.
The one in the
One.
back of the neck.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I would also have
The
accepted
middle one.
chopping their head off as Kelsier does. All right. What's my next question? I can't read. Number 7. What's the name of the Mistborn Vin kills?
Chan. Valerio.
There you go. I was like, I know you know this. You said her name earlier, and like we were discussing the scene. Like somebody knows this one. Okay.
It's a good name.
Question 8. I don't think you're gonna get this one. Question 8. What is the title of the controversial book that Elend has? There's technically 2 titles. There's the fake title and then the real title of the book.
The weather of the South.
Okay,
Or
now
something.
the fake
Yeah.
title is Weather Patterns of the Northern Dominance, so you get a point for that. What's the real title of the book? No one's gonna get this. I didn't know. I had to look it up.
I don't remember it.
So yeah, I didn't know. It's the Book of the False Dawn. All right. Question number 9 is: can you name any of the religions that Sazed preaches in this book? Just any of the
Like the
religions.
names.
Just give me like one. There's, I think, 6. There's 6 of them.
There's 6.
It's not gonna happen. Okay.
No way.
So many.
They're okay in
No,
order.
wait. Let's see
The
if anyone gets it in the
colors?
comments. Does anyone have any guesses in the comments?
Anybody in the comments have any guesses of the names?
Don't
of
look it up.
Don't look it up. The 6
Don't
religions that
Google
Sazed preaches in this
Any
book.
of them.
I liked the one with
Probably
the stars.
ooh, yeah, like that one.
So beautiful.
But I don't know
I
its
love all
name.
the
I know you know one, Eli. I know you do. All right.
I know one.
I'm gonna list them. All right, we got Trelligism, Jayism, the Kazi, the Astalzi, that's the colors one, the Truths of Bennett, and the Vala. All right, question number 10. What is the name of the planet this book takes place on? It's not said in the book, but I'm gonna ask her. I think Spence knows. Scadrial. Good job. Scadrial. That's going to be on every quiz for each new book, just so you can learn the planet. And then we have a bonus question. Can you name all 8 different mistings in this book? Like what they're called, not like what their medal is, but what their terms are for being a misting.
Writing, soothing.
But what are the names?
There's a
The writer,
Smokers.
lurchers.
writer, soother, smoker. You got some.
Thugs.
Thug.
Yeah, thugs, lurchers,
Lurchers,
Speakers.
Coin shot.
seekers,
Tenai.
Coin shot.
Tinai,
Corn shot?
Coin shot.
coin shot. Yes. I'm like, team effort. We got them all. Good job, everybody. Team effort. You did it. All right, that was the trick.
Lurchers is the one that gets me because like I did like trivia with Alan the other day, like book Jeopardy, and I missed that question.
That's really funny.
And I missed it. I'm like, no.
That's their names now.
Okay, Larry.
Wow.
Larry. Love it.
All right. Casey, it's time for the fan art and memes.
Are we doing the art or the memes first?
Do art first, and then we'll do memes.
All right, I'll be right back. I have to check on little people.
All right.
Make sure they're still alive.
Cool.
Well, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Do any of you guys visualize like the way that they like fly? I guess as very similar to how Wanda flies, like the Scarlet Witch. Just like
Not quite, but I could see why you would go
It's
there.
very similar.
Yeah,
I
it's very
think
similar.
the thing I could liken it most to is like Spider-Man web slinging,
Yeah.
but reversed.
but like the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like they're like pushing and pulling on the coins, and so like if they're throwing a coin in midair, then they're like bouncing off of that, and like the way that it works, like it's very yeah, I can see very Spider-Man-y in my head, like the way.
Or
it's
even
like
even a bit like Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I've watched like 2 whole episodes of Attack on Titan, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready for some fan art? These are no order.
They're not in any order. I just threw a bunch in there. We got Elend. Good old Elend. I actually really like this art of Elend. It's very cute.
It's really cute.
A Mistwraith.
No.
No.
There's more.
There's more
two
Mistwraith. And there's also a Max Mistwraith. There's 3 now.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
Max.
Oh.
Sazed.
That's a cool one. I like that one.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here for this.
Kelsier. I actually don't like this version of Kelsier. It's
I don't
not-
like
I
the.
like
This one.
I don't like that little patch of hair. It's not doing it for me.
Yeah, that's
I like
This
the
is
back.
another
Ooh.
Kelsier. I really like this Kelsier.
It's Angelique's favorite.
That looks like the guy from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I think the fuller face works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelsier and Vin.
I don't like this one.
It's being cute.
It's cute.
It's too
It's got like a
silly.
very like Disney vibe to it. Another Mistwraith.
That's my favorite.
Mistwraiths. Oh, this
I
is Max's
imagined all of
Mistwraith.
these
Nice.
a lot
Nice.
cuter.
Max drew this Mistwraith for us. This is Max's art, everybody. This is how Max sees them.
I like
It's really cool. Very blobby.
I mean, they're very blobby.
They are very
I like
blobby.
the random tail tentacles.
We love a good tentacle in this house.
It's true.
Here's some of the
There's
crew.
the
I
Sigil.
think
I
it's what,
love
like is it
it.
Kelsier, and then Dox and Ham, and then Yeadon and Breeze and Clubs in that order.
I love that Breeze has wine.
Of course,
No
he
one
does.
else has a prop.
Wine
Just Breeze.
is his prop. Hammond's prop is his arms.
That's true. We have a Valette.
Sazed.
This one's so good looking.
It's very, very nice. This is Kelsier and Marsh. I was really happy to find this one because I couldn't find like any art of Marsh. Well, any like art of Marsh pre. It's still Inquisitor Marsh.
Pre-stab.
Pre stabby. Kelsier and Vin.
Ooh, I like this one.
I like that
That's
one.
cool.
So good.
Yeah.
I just like picturing them posing for this.
I know, right?
I'm,
Gotta get that Spider-Man picture. You gotta start selling your photos.
I'm just imagining like the High School Musical like jump freeze.
Yes. That's exactly what's happening here.
Exactly.
Breeze.
No, loading. Oh,
Another Mistwraith. I found this one the other day when I was putting this all in here.
I like this one because of this weird lizard tail.
So many legs, and then like the weird like baby head at the top.
Yeah, the baby head.
Like
is
the only like human head, and it's at the top. It's real weird.
Oh my God.
And the wings.
Yeah, it's got some random wings.
I love all the mystery ones. I think they're so fucking cool.
Cute little Vin. Kelsier.
Ooh, I like the coins.
Yeah, the
Kelsier.
coins look really cool. It's like really dynamic photo.
Yeah. Kelsier find a bunch of Inquisitors.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Lord Ruler.
Stabby stab.
So it's a nice stabby stab. He isn't phased at all.
No.
Another Sazed.
That's cool. I like that one
My
too.
favorite is
All the Sage
Really
ones
nice.
look so good.
Yeah. There's like not a ton of Sazed art, but like what is out there is real nice.
It's really good.
Stealing Inquisitor. They're so creepy.
They're so creepy.
Another Sazed.
I love Sage. Sazed.
This one, I love this one so much. It's so cute.
Favorite.
It's so cute. It gives me emotions. Taste and Vin.
Friends.
Another Elend.
A rough day.
Kelsier. I love this art of Kelsier.
I love that.
Just by his aura, he's just like, yes, I am a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He was almost like the villain in a Disney movie.
God, I love him so much.
Maybe he is a villain in a Disney movie.
This is like my favorite art of Vin, like on the internet. I love it so much.
It's
It's just so pretty. It's so pretty.
I like how they did the cloak.
Yeah. He's a
yeah,
good
it's
cloak.
hard to like. We all have different images of how we see the mist cloak.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the very like same concept, but they're all just like executed differently.
Yeah.
And oh, also wait. Speaking of mist cloaks, we were talking about this. So the mist cloaks are said to have pockets.
Yeah.
Where do
I
you
assume,
think
it's, I assume it's in the top part because it can't be in the flappies. But I was like, I need to ask Sanderson this because I'm confused.
Where's the pockets?
It's like referred to as like a side pocket. And I'm like, the side of what? Her fucking shoulder? Like,
I feel like the shredding aspect of the cape, in my mind, only starts at like waist height.
oh no, I think it's supposed to be like at shoulders.
See, my thought is you can put a pocket into anything. You just have to have like a flap at the top or a button.
It's a pocket,
Very
but it's this
creative
big.
way.
I just assume that
It's
there's
only
no
for
pocket.
one coin.
I'm assuming that like little slips of fabric this big aren't going to have pockets on it. So like it has to be on like the top like capelet part, right? But like that seems weird. Place for a pocket? I don't know. I'm going to ask Sanderson this one day.
Yeah, we wrote it down as a question.
Like, this
We were
is
like so
very
confused.
important for me to know, even though this series is over and it doesn't fucking matter.
But it does
I
matter.
need to know.
It does matter.
It matters.
I'm this plain one.
Kelsier.
I don't like the face.
I know.
I don't
it's not-
either. That looks creepy.
I don't like when they give him like that little like niblet of facial hair. It's gross. It doesn't work. It's like,
I
just like a
don't
little
like
patch.
that.
It's not even like a full. It's just like that
Like
patch.
a soul
And I'm like,
patch.
yeah, that's
I'm not here
exactly
with
it.
circle patches.
I feel
Terrible.
like it's reminiscent of like the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that
terrible.
was not a good time.
Not how
That's the beard of someone that carries a surfboard around but doesn't know how to surf.
Yes, exactly.
yeah, there you go. That's it.
We get a lot of those down here in Florida, so
Yep.
And Kelsier knows how to surf. So
Kelsier and Vin. Kelsier, of course, he knows how to surf.
he would definitely know how to surf.
There's that ash surf.
There you go. My favorite scene. I think I did something bad. I kind of killed Channel Ariel. It just brings me so much joy. I just love that scene so much.
Sometimes we accidentally murder someone. It's fine. Vin.
Ooh, I like
Ooh,
that.
I like that.
Yep, I have that poster.
Yeah,
Very
it's official
nice.
art.
Yep, it's official art. Cute little thing. Another Kelsier. Another Sayes.
Why is he blue?
I don't know. I think it's just the art style. I think somebody did that during like Inktober, you know, so it wasn't like a full color.
Sometimes you're blue, okay? Don't
Sometimes you're blue. I don't know.
you just ask people why they're blue?
I got Max. I like this one a lot.
That one's cool. Yeah, I like that one.
I like he's got his bar of the metal. It's ready.
Wait, you have to be dramatic as possible.
He's so dramatic.
It's
He's
super
a true drama queen, that one.
He is.
The Steel Inquisitor.
The Steel Inquisitors are so creepy.
Yeah, is that
They
the-
remind me so much of the Cenobites from Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, and on to the memes.
Meme time.
Memes. I couldn't find a ton of memes that were like not spoilery, so
Right.
we only have like 10 memes
I'm
in here.
sure.
So it says Kelsier fooling his armies into thinking he gave them secret powers, cackling, and then oh no face of Kelsier after his army attacks a garrison thinking they have secret powers. The next one is when the 11th medal doesn't work, guess I'll die.
Bye. Oh, Kelsey.
Vin, first 6 chapters. And then Vin, after someone says they'll teach her how to be a Mistborn, cheers, I'll drink to that.
Literally. Oh.
I can't explain this one.
This one just brought me so much joy when I saw it.
That's great.
Just, like, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro.
Oh, he does.
And he does.
Believe it or not, I'm going to kill our god, the Lord Ruler. Elaborate on that. No.
No.
It makes me happy.
What was it you were hoping I'd bring to the table? Quiet obedience? No, I bring the storm, I bring chaos, and your imminent destruction. You made a mistake. Cal, can't we just have a normal dinner for what?
It's a normal family dinner.
Yeah.
Dramatic as possible.
Yeah.
Phased. Also phased, but with a pyramid.
It's so good.
That is perfection.
So good.
I love him.
Oh yeah, spook. Watching this, nothing else but now up to the where above the doing. That doesn't actually say anything.
Oh my
What?
goodness. It's just making fun of Spook. This is my favorite thing on the internet.
How non-terrorist people see Sayst, and then how the terrorists see Sayst. Can't tell me what to do.
It's my favorite
That is so
art.
true.
It's my favorite art like I've ever seen from Mistborn.
That is so true.
Just like
Party down, says.
Ooh, the handkerchief. Wow, this is worthless.
worthless. Poor Spook. He tried and he failed.
Lady Blue,
He took his shot though. He took his shot.
did. He tried. She could have used your love of books to get an in with you. Real shit.
Oh.
The Lord Ruler, soothing, making everyone suicidal. Kelsey, you're riding like 10 people for a minute.
He tried.
You tried.
Oh, God.
It was probably like 20 people.
And it was probably like 2 minutes. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta give him credit where credit is.
He's doing his
Credit
best.
where credit's due.
Exactly.
Is that the last one? Yeah, I could not find a ton of like memes for Mistborn, like just the first book. It was a struggle. But
This one still brings me joy.
guess
Just the paint. Like,
the painting over it, like the effort that went into this.
so good.
It's so good.
Oh no!
Oh no?
You just died.
Who?
What died?
She's the author of like Ramona Quimby and Henry Huggins.
Oh, that's sad.
That's sad.
Yeah.
We went from memes to sad.
I mean, she was 104. So
Oh, I
like,
mean, yeah.
I think we
On
knew
the-
it was coming.
On the topic of people dying,
Oh yeah, okay, go ahead for it.
Casey, guess who died in January of COVID?
Who?
Guy N. Smith,
Oh no, not the crab man!
the crab man.
The crab man.
No.
That's terrible.
I can't believe COVID's I can't believe crabs give you COVID.
That's crazy.
What is a crab
My
man?
goodness.
He writes
What is the
horror
crab man?
books.
Yeah.
We've been reading these horror
Max,
crab books.
what is
I'm shook.
Talk about these.
I guess he doesn't write them anymore.
Max is like, what is a crab man? Well, I will fucking tell you.
I will tell you about the goddamn crab man.
We'll
Buckle
tell you
up.
all about the crabs.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
culturally important
Yeah,
now.
he's
All right.
relevant.
All right, next up on the agenda is to do the giveaway winner. I'm gonna do that
I'm
now.
so sorry for making it sad.
We're like memes. Everybody's
I mean,
take it back up. Gotta take it back up a bit.
yay!
Oh,
Well, we're all still laughing.
But then
so
Kelsey
clearly
will
we're
start a
going to hell.
religion.
there you go.
Yeah. He started
Nice.
his own religion, like
That's how you do it.
goals.
Goals. Jesse's like goals. I want my own religion.
I want to. I need my
You've
own
got to be a
religion.
martyr first.
Oh, can you?
Crab man who
Start an
died?
empire.
Who is the? Wendy in the chat is very confused right now. First of all, can you repeat the name of the author who died? Because they
Oh.
missed that.
Guy N. Smith. Go on my channel and watch the review that Casey and I did.
Yeah, that's the crab man.
That's the crab man.
And
But
then the
Katrina, can you also repeat?
lady.
Oh, Beverly Cleary died. She was the author of the Ramona Quimby books and Henry Huggins series. Very delightful children's books.
Mm-hmm.
She was over 100 years old.
Good for her, though.
It's sad, but it's probably fine.
Probably not.
Probably okay.
All right.
Are you quoting the entire history of the world, I guess, at me right now?
All right, children. We're going to announce the giveaway winner. Okay, we only got 8 entries for this one, but that's fine.
True.
Spin the wheel. Gonna spin the wheel. The
I
wheel
didn't enter this time.
The wheel is spinning.
Oh, I did.
It's almost stopped. I don't know if you're watching, Josh, but you won. Jay Goldberg on Twitter. Josh, you won the Mistborn giveaway. That's exciting. I don't know if you're here. I haven't seen you in the chat, so I will tell you in the Discord. But you won.
Yay.
So there's that. Now I have to make your bookmarks. I haven't done it yet.
I'm gonna get ahead.
I was trying so hard to get ahead when I did the first month, and like I still haven't sent out Spencer's, but it's like ready. I just got to do it. But I haven't. I'm still working on my Mistborn designs, so. But I think I know what I'm doing for them. I just haven't done it yet.
I haven't sent the book giveaway winners of their prizes yet either.
Yeah, we're good at things in this house. All right. So is there anything else we wanted to talk about? Does anybody in the chat want us to talk about anything specifically from the book before we wrap it up? And do we want to go over like anything for you newbies, like what you would like to see going forward in book 2?
I really want to hear book 2.
Yeah. First of all, you, Jesse, and Spencer have read book 2, so like
I just want to hear theory.
So if you, Katrina and Max, want to give us like your thoughts on like what you would like to see or what you think might happen in book 2, just kind of.
As long as there is more Kandra, I'll be happy, man.
Happy man.
Yes. Anything else?
I would like the formation of a government, or for it to already be formed. That's fine too.
That's like the duality of humanity. Like half of us are like monsters, half of us are like laws.
You guys are going without the circle. You're like, I would like some laws, and you're like, I would like more monsters, and it's like we can just combine those, and we got it. We got a whole book.
We got both sides covered.
Yeah, exactly. It's called teamwork.
I don't think the Kandra are necessarily monsters either. So like maybe we could talk about that sometime.
Yes. Well, I think by monsters, I think you meant more of just like a creature, like not human.
Yeah.
Not humanoid thing.
They are kind of blobby.
Yeah.
But
I feel like Spence likes the Kandra.
Who
I
doesn't?
got very excited.
Yeah. Who doesn't? Oh my goodness. Monster laws. There we go.
Monster laws.
Yeah.
Make some monster laws.
Compromise.
Are we going to talk about the short but really like impactful scene that Demo has in this book? Because I love that one.
Yeah, are you talking about the scene where like Kelsier does the thing where like he's pulling and pushing on like the weapon to make him win that fight?
Yeah.
Yes, I love that scene so much. And then of course it bites him in the ass like 5 chapters later. But that whole chapter, and I love Demo as a character. I like him. He's a fun side character. I agree. Anything else?
It's so difficult to not binge this series. It's really hard.
I haven't. Casey and
I out and do one
has surpassed that. Yeah. He's like, whatever.
We made a pact and we have not started it yet.
Casey and I, we made a pact and we're like, okay, we can start early, but not until like this point. Like this is how early we can start, but we didn't do it yet. So I was like, what if we just do it legally and we wait? We're so close. So, like on my birthday, which is April 1st, we're probably going to start Will of Ascension. Started on the 1st. Set a good example for the other children.
Yeah, so we're trying to stay on track with the rest of the people.
Yes.
So we're not also going ahead because then it'll be anarchy.
Yes, it will be.
Anarchy.
Yes, all right. So then I guess we are done here. If there's no final thoughts or comments from the crowd. So make sure you subscribe to everybody here in this chat. They are all linked in the description down below. So make sure you do that. Make sure you subscribe to us here on this channel if you're not already. And next month, we will be reading The Will of Ascension. So you'll see us here again to discuss book 2. And if you're not already part of the Discord, please join us because it is a riot. It's so much fun in there. So don't miss out. Make sure you're following the Crowd Along Twitter account. All that stuff's linked down below. And we will see you guys next time.
And join the Discord.
I did say that. I did just say that, but in case you forgot, in the past 10 seconds, join the Discord.
It's important information.
It is important information. We must repeat. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had fun with us. Ending broadcast now.